Hello everyone, how are you all? So I can see 18 people live with us. So we have in comments Alan, Promo, Mr. Gamer, and Aman, Arga. So hello everyone. Now it's 20. So I request all of you to just say hi. I'm just checking if you are all here or not. So I'm also saying hi to everyone. Hello. So it's already 11:30. Sorry, 11:40. Now, since the hackathon is of 36 hours, now it's 15 hours completed. Now you have left with 21 hours. I hope you all are doing very great with your projects. So, hello Rishabh, hello Aman, hello Puneet, hello Neil, Nilohit Roy. That's a nice name actually. So, um, I would like, as you can see, this is getting started with Symblai. We have Eric and Akanksha with us in the backstage right now. I will call them up in just a few minutes. I am waiting for you all to just join. I have posted an announcement on Discord channel. I'm just waiting if everyone comes. Okay. So, okay, before we start with getting started with Symbl.ai, I will just recap what happened in what I told in opening ceremony about the teammates and the submission process. Okay, a few of you were still asking about it. The first step would be you just join the hackathon as you must have done already. Second step, you just have to build your project, start building your project. Don't worry about adding your team members. Okay. Once your project is completed, while submitting, you will get an option to add your teammates. Okay. That's all. Yeah, that's all. So, okay. No comments. You are done with, we are done with doubts. Now I would like, I would put Eric and Akanksha to the stage. Okay, let's add them. uh, Hi Eric, hi Akanksha.
Hi Hardik,
So how are you, Akanksha?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm perfect. And Eric, I
Awesome.
guess your mic is muted. I can't hear you properly. Hi Eric.
Hi, Hardik.
Yeah, hi.
We're
So
excited to be here.
before starting, yes Eric, you're saying?
We're excited to be here. We're happy to be
Yeah.
supporting the hackers at Hacking Heist. I'm really looking
Yeah,
forward to the presentation that Akansha is going to give on what Symbl.ai is and how to get up and running.
great. So before you start with the Simple AI, and I would request you to join our Discord. I have created one channel just for Simple AI. So if anyone of our participants get any doubts, they can ask us in that channel only. And I would request you all to like solve their problems and queries. Okay. I will just send the Discord link in the chat and send it to you also if anyone have joined. So just during this session, if you get any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. They will be guiding you, and also in the Discord channel that is Symbol AI. Okay, yeah, great then.
Wonderful.
So
I'm in the
Eric and Akansha, you can start. Stage is
Sure.
all yours.
process of
Thank
joining
you.
that Discord channel. Take it away, Akansha.
Yeah. So, hey folks, welcome to the event getting started with Symbl.ai. Would love to know from which city do you belong? Maybe you can write it in the comment section. And I'm from New Delhi, India, and Eric is from US. Okay, so we have Nishant from Ghaziabad, India. Hi Nishant. Hi Hardik, he's from Varanasi. Oh, great. We have folks from Meerut. Hi Dharya. We also have folks from Siliguri, East India, Nilohit. Hi Hardik. Hi Ayush. Hi Phantom. He's from Uttar Pradesh. Tina from Indore. Narais from Jharkhand. Divyansh from Kota. Hi Rishabh. He's from Delhi. Hi Argha. Hi Puneet. He's from Hyderabad. Welcome you all. So, I am Akanksha Basi. I am community evangelist at Symbl.ai. I work in the DevRel space at Symbl, evangelizing about the product, building technical communities, and looking after the dev acquisition space. With me, we have Eric. He's a lead developer advocate and leads the advocacy and relations at Symbl.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's get started. What's Symbl? So Symbl.ai is a conversation intelligence platform that enables you to add AI and ML on top of your voice, video, or text communication interfaces. Think of Symbl as one-stop shop to manage all your conversations and generate automated speech recognition, sentiments, actions, questions, custom intents, topics, and even analytics. There's so much more into this application, and you don't need to build and scale ML in real time. We will get it all sorted. We have an awesome suite of APIs and SDKs that work with the REST interface for recorded files, URLs, or even streaming audio using WebSockets. If you are a voice developer, you will geek out on this, and if you are not, you will be one day. And you can also stream audio directly from your device to Symbol using video recordings or webinar or built with Agora or Twilio. There's a lot to do more. And we are domain agnostic, which means we are able to extract unbiased intelligence, unlike typical ML models that are trained for specific use cases. This enables developers to just plug us into their APIs and use it whatever they want. And Symbl.ai is integrated for real-time conversation intelligence on AWS Time, Twilio, and Agora. And we don't require any upfront training. In simple words, Symbl is a developer platform for analyzing voice and text at scale. Whether there are natural conversations, Symbl AI can be a part of it very easily. And as you know, there has been an increase in the number of people joining communication channels as we have gone remote worldwide since the pandemic. And we have so many meetings daily, and it's impossible to keep a note of all the meeting insights like topics, action items, follow up, summary. And let's say if someone in our team is on leave, sending him a whole 2 hour recording of the meeting won't help him much. How about Symbol analyzing the whole text and video and sending us actionable insights, irrespective of the topics that are important or not important, hence saving a lot of time. And if you have the data recording with you, you don't need to gather data, label it, analyze it. You just need to focus on building the right end user experience, and we can save you here. You can simply drop an API into your conversation workflow to get actionable insights. You don't need to train data with any upfront or big words. And let's get started with the workshop. And before that, would love to tell that Symbl AI also have a track. So anyone who builds on Symbl.ai is eligible for an Amazon voucher worth $100 t-shirts and exclusive swags from Symbl. And even if you don't win Symbl.ai track prize, we also have Developer Spotlight series in which the eligible projects will be built like and featured on Symbl.ai Slack community and on social. So it's a great thing to check it out. So before we get started, I want to walk you through our Postman collection. Let me share that link. Just a second. Yeah, the admin will post the Postman collection link in the chat. Yeah. I can walk you over through this. Let me share my.
We'll be sharing a Postman workspace with you shortly. Postman is a developer tool based on curl, where you're able to execute curl commands with a graphical user interface or GUI.
Yeah. I hope everyone has signed up on the platform. So just go to platform.symbl.ai, and we have also dropped a link for getting those 3000 minutes. So there's a promo code in the chat section as well. You can scroll it over. So that automatically gives you 3000 minutes. Let me know if you got that. Yeah. So here's the promo code which Hacking East have just sent. So just sign up, and on the first page everyone will get those API credentials, the app ID and app secret. This is very necessary for every project you run. So app ID and app secret is like the bread and butter of every uh, conversation intelligence project we make. And I've also shared a Postman link, so open that. So let me show you the Postman collection. I will give like 30 seconds so that everyone sign up on the platform and get their workspace up and running. So on the left hand side, you can see this Symblai-API Postman collection. We have authentication, telephony API, async API, and conversation APIs. So those who are new to this, so basically Postman is a developer tool for facilitating the process of making API calls to and fro from a client. It does not require you to run a terminal command or create a bash script. You can build your entire app from scratch, and you can test those API endpoints in this. And it also empowers the developers to reduce their time to their first API call in seconds rather than minutes. So basically Postman collection is a set of requests. This is the simple Postman collection. It contains basically set of requests for APIs. They are formatted with the API endpoint like get, post, etc. We have headers, parameters in the body. And as Eric mentioned in nutshell, Postman is like a graphical user interface for curl commands. So now let's get started. Now just click on authentication, and under authentication, there's a section called post generate token. And on the right hand side, there's an eye. It's called environment quick look. Just click on it, and you don't want to update your app ID and every app secret every time. So just click on global, and create a variable called app ID. So I've already created. You can copy your app ID from here, and you can create a variable app ID and paste it over here in the initial value. Like you can edit it. You can paste your app ID over here, and similarly, you can grab your app secret from here, and you can paste it under app secret. And please remember the app ID and app secret variable. I have written it in the camel case, like app ID and app secret with S in capital and ID I with capital, and then click on save. So I've already saved it, so I don't need to save it again. So once you save it, click on body and put two curly braces and write the variable that you created in the environment section. So I've written app ID like this, so I have to write it so that it matches with the variable and app secret. Once you have written app ID and app secret, just click on send. So when I click on send, it means it works. We get a status 200 OK. the API endpoints are working fine, we get an access token. So it means everything is working well. So access token is generated every time you generate a token in the authentication section, and there's also a limit, like it expires in this much time. So let's say you create a simple project again after 3-4 days, you need to generate an access token again. After that, now let me walk you through our async API. Now under the async API, click on post short transcript. Now click on body. So as I was mentioning, we had three main APIs. So async API, as the name says, it's asynchronous, which means the availability of a resource may not be immediate, and it's used for processing stored recordings, be it audio, video, or text format. Now let's walk over through a hello world example of how Symbl APIs work. Under the body section, you must have seen there's a content over here. So right now, if we process, there's a lot of content. We will get those action items, the questions that we have got. So and you can also write your name over here and your email ID in this section, because you want that insights to be sent you over the email. So just click on send. When you click on send, you get a conversation ID that's unique to everyone. Just copy it. And now let's see what are the insights over here. Now go to the conversation API section, click on get conversation. Now paste your conversation ID over here and now click send. So we got this conversation, we got a start time and end time, that's the timestamp. So today's 18th, it's showing, and now click on message transcript. Now paste your conversation ID over here and now click on send. And let's see if we got any messages from here or not. Yeah, so we got, so there is a live transcript. So we are also getting these messages. In the dummy data, it was like, so that's an idea. So I'm going to do a quick conversation. So it breaks the conversation into multiple text and analyzes that. And since there's only one member, that's me, so we won't require this. Let's say if there we want to process a video recording and there are 3-4 members, we can also update members from here, like which sentence was spoken by whom, and you can paste your conversation ID over here and let's click on send if we see any topics. Yeah, the topics are generated. So quick conversation, appointment is a topic, family in terms. So this is a basic overview. You can try this out for questions, follow-ups, and action items, analytics. So analytics basically tells about the conversation, be it total silence, total talk time, total overlap. Let's say two folks are speaking at the same time. So right now there's no overlap since it's just a piece of text and not like video or audio recording. And now don't click on delete. So whatever you have recorded, it will remove that. Just click on post experiences and paste your conversation ID over here. Now click on send. So this is the URL that I have got. Let me show you how it looks. So these are the basically meeting insights that got generated. So this is how the UI looks. It also has the date, the attendees, the summary topics. So right now it's like in US it's 17 September and 11:26 p.m. UTC. We got action items, follow-ups, and let's see if there was question or not. So, and I would love to hear more about what you offer. So questions are also getting detected, and we get a whole transcript. So that's how Async API works, and maybe you can type anything over here, and you can try it out yourself as well. Hello, I am hacking Heist. So right now it's just one sentence, so it won't have much insights generated. It will be just one line. Like you can see, here's a lot of transcript, but in that time it will be only one, like hello. Let's hack at hacking east. So you can try it out and can experiment with this, and now see I got a different conversation id, and I can repeat all the steps again. So this is how the async api works. We also have a streaming api which is based on the websocket protocol, and that's basically used for the real time use cases. And apart from that, we have telephony api, so it's based on pstn and sip protocols. The telephony api basically provides an interface for the developers to have Symbl join the VoIP calls and get results in real time. Let's say you are doing a zoom call, and you can invite like the telephony api inside it, and it will join in as a participant. And there are multiple videos in our youtube channel, you can try it out, where we did a live section with how simple apis can join in our zoom calls through telephony api. So that's how it works. And now let me show you our docs. So I will walk you through our live speech to text and AI insights on browser. Um, yeah, just go to docs.symbl.ai. They will also post that in the chat section. Just click on AI insights or live insights on browser. So you can search for it, live speech to text and AI insights on browser. Just click on it, and there's a section called live speech to text and AI insights on browser. Just scroll it down at the end. So here's a full code sample. So we will also do a demo for WebSockets. And like Symbl Streaming API is an API which enables real-time conversation. It can be used for voice, video, or chat, or live streaming. So we will do it on browser. And if you have a voice, video, chat enabled, Symbl API for Streaming API enables you to get the raw conversation data of their streams. So let me walk you over through this. So just copy the code sample from here. Here's a copy option. And now let me open Symbl.ai. This is our website. I click right click, I click on inspect elements. I go to console. Under the console section, just paste the code sample over here. And you must have seen this const access token. You remember while we were experimenting with Postman API collection, we got an access token. So just copy your access token from here. Let me go to the authentication section. Here's my access token. Let me copy it. So I am copying my access token from the Postman API collection, Symbl API collection. Now paste your access token over here. So whatever I will be speaking, like if folks are doing it for the first time, they will get a notification. You have to click on allow, which means the browser can record your audio. So just click on enter. So you see everything I am speaking right now will be getting recorded. So we get a live transcript. So it's basically a real time analysis of the free flowing discussion to automatically surface high relevant summary discussions. We get topics, contextual insights, and questions. So you see things are getting recorded, whatever I'm speaking right now. And these voice apis that makes it easy to add ai powered conversation intelligence to either telephony or websocket interfaces. So conversation apis that provides rest interface for managing and processing your conversation data. We also get a summary ui with a fully customizable and editable reference. Like I showed the summary ui over here, you can also edit it as well. If there's some mistake, you can also edit it. And hence you get all those search transcript and shows generated actionable insights, time codes, and speaker information as well. There's a lot of, yeah. So we got a live transcript. So I was speaking about contextual insights. It's getting recorded. See here, the topics get detected. So this was detected correctly, like high relevant summary, contextual insights. Yeah. So that's the demo of how WebSockets work on browser. You can see, so almost a high powered conversation intelligence interface. So this is getting recorded nice. So this is a brief like demo of how things work, and you can check other demos as well on the docs. So we also have a Python SDKs. We also have tutorials on streaming API, async API. You can check this out. And we also have a labs, Symbl labs. So you can check this out. We have PII redaction. Let's say if someone is speaking in between and you want to censor that data, you don't want your credit card number to be shared with everyone, so you want to replace those with asterisks. So we, for that we have PI identification and redaction, so you can definitely check it out. And so that was all about the streaming API and async API. Apart from that, we have trackers. So trackers allow you to track the occurrences of a certain keyword or phrases, and it's like emerging trend. So you can also check trackers as well. Mm, let me show. So here's the trackers part. So you can definitely check it out. So now I would like to pass it over to Eric. He will walk you over through the next section, the Symbl Python SDK. Over to you, Eric.
Thank you, Concha. Thank you so much for walking us through the Symbl.ai Postman Collection.
Yeah.
I hope everyone has had a chance to get up and running with Symbl.ai's WebSocket. Now it's time for a little bit of the Python SDK. I want to direct your attention to the documentation on the Python SDK, first of all. So in just a second, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you. There we go. In a second, you should be able to see a screen that displays the Python SDK. So Symbl.ai's Python SDK is fully open sourced. If you wanted to check it out on GitHub, you could navigate to our GitHub repository. On the GitHub repository, you can see that there's a Symbl Python SDK. The Symbl Python SDK is public. If you wanted to open up an issue or to create a pull request to correct part of the code base that you thought could benefit from improvement, you could do so through opening up a pull request. If you wanted to get more information about the Python SDK, you could check out the README on the GitHub repository. Now that you know where the source code is located, it's time to head over to the docs where we can direct our attention to the instructions on how to get up and running with Symbl.ai's Python SDK. Symbl.ai's Python SDK is part of an initiative within Symbl.ai as a company to further inspire developers to create end-to-end solutions. With the Symbl.ai Python SDK, you are provided with a tool that enables you to not only add Symbl.ai to a streaming conversation, but also to analyze that conversation asynchronously or in real time, all with the same SDK. In that respect, the Symbl.ai Python SDK installs in much the same way as other SDKs install. You can install it through a pip command. If you're familiar with Python, you're familiar with the pip command. We have two ways to set up a configuration file. You can run your credentials inline in specific spots where a method call may require credentials. or you can set your credentials up in an environment. We call the environment for the Symbl.ai Python SDK Symbl.conf. Up at the top, you add the following word in square brackets along with your app ID and your app secret. Remember that Akansha had shown you how to get an app ID and an app secret. For those of you who haven't signed up yet, I recommend that you head over to the platform where you can pick up your app ID and app secret for Symbl.ai. Okay, so the next section is on how to use the Python SDK. The Python SDK is built on a design pattern called the Singleton design pattern. The Singleton design pattern provides you with a single object through which all of the different aspects of Symblai-AI's APIs are accessible through convenience methods. Akansha had shown you earlier the Async API for processing audio files. After you import Symbl.ai, you can create a conversation object. Through the conversation object, you can make an assignment so that the result of making an API call comes through the convenience, the results for calling the convenience method. Like so, there's symbol.audio.process file, where the SDK is processing a file asynchronously through an async API. And then after you've been able to hit an API endpoint through the convenience methods on the Singleton's shared object, you can actually get messages, or as you can see down here, you can also get action items, you can get topics, you can get questions, and you can get follow-ups. With any one of these things, you can create brand new experiences in or around live streaming conversations. Let's go ahead and try it out. So what you see right here is a Google Collaborative document where we will use the Symbl.ai Python SDK together with 3 of the most common libraries in Python for analyzing time series data. The data that you receive from Symbl.ai is not just a transcript with messages. It is time series data, meaning that for every message, there is a corresponding start or end date, indicating that the data is timestamped. The Pandas library is a library that is designed to provide you with the tools to transform rows and columns into data frames so that you can extend the functionality of a data frame into such things as graphs through other libraries like the Matplotlib library. Right here, I've got a simple example of a data frame where you have rows and columns, and then I plot that particular data frame according to the X and Y axis, and I get a line. Imagine doing that with the conversation data that you're able to analyze with the Symbl.ai Python SDK. We're going to do that right now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to install Python. There might be a bit of a lag because of the internet speed as well as the resources that the collaborative document consume through the browser. As you can see, the SDK installed properly. In the next step, I want to go ahead and import Symbl. After that, I want to create a payload where the payload will be a URL. For the URL, I will insert a link to a file hosted on AWS, a WAV file. As I said earlier, we will load our credentials inline, and then we will make a call through symbol.audio.process URL that takes a payload and the credentials, and we will save the result in a conversation object. And then once we get the conversation object, we will gain access to the convenience methods. The convenience method that we will run will be get messages, and we will pass in the parameter for sentiment so that we can analyze the sentiments on the messages. And then once we do that, we will have a response object where we'll be able to access those results. We will empty initialize two arrays, one called timestamps, another called polarities, and we will loop through the messages in the response, and we will append the timestamps at their start time to the empty initialized array for timestamps, and we'll do the same thing for polarities. That will give us the data that we need. Essentially a NumPy array, right? A two-dimensional array with rows and columns. And then we will create a data frame, and then we will plot it. I'm going to go ahead and run that command. Great. So not only did the job complete with an ID, which we could check with webhooks if we wanted to set up a webhook server, but it also gave us a conversation ID. Now, let's go ahead and map the no longer empty initialized arrays, but to the data frame, as I said earlier. We'll go ahead and we'll run that command right here. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and plot that data. Great. As a result of plotting the data, we receive the following visualization. As you can see here on the left, we have a sliding scale where the positive, non-negative numbers are indicating a positive sentiment. The negative, non-positive numbers are indicating a negative sentiment. Right? And you can see the rise and fall of the sentiments on the messages that we mapped to the diagram. If you wanted to try Symbl.ai's PSTN telephony integration out, you could do so with nothing more than a small snippet of code like the one that you see here, where you create a variable called phone number and you pass that variable in to a call on symbol.telephony.startPSTN. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave that as a homework assignment for you all at the hackathon. And we're going to begin to wrap up the session. If there are any questions about the Symbl.ai Python SDK, right now is a great time. We want to make sure that we pull away from the stream in time to give you an opportunity to check out our APIs so you can implement them in your submissions for the hackathon. Great. I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to Akansha.
Yeah, and I've also posted the collab file for reference. If you are not able to follow along, you can check this out. And apart from that, there was a question regarding what projects can be built with Symbl. So as we mentioned, like it's a conversation intelligence platform. So wherever there's natural human conversations, Symbl can be a part of it. You can extract intelligence from any text, video, or audio formats, and we also have trackers. So let me take an example. Let's say you want to use Symbl in your WhatsApp conversation, and there's a group that has important things like all the related to like oxygen usage, or maybe someone requires leads for any medicine. So extracting all those details, it's like sometimes cumbersome. Or maybe taking an example, you have a WhatsApp group between your teachers and your and the students, and it gets spammed a lot. So maybe if you can set trackers in between and set what topics you want to extract, be it related to the meeting invite which the teacher sent, or let's say you want to integrate Jira with Symbl, you can also do that. You can automate the ticket process formation. Let's say in my talk, I was talking about Eric. Let's work on this. Work on like let's say work on this hackathon. So it will automatically create a Jira ticket. So there are multiple ways with which we could build with Symbl. And what's your take on it, Eric? Would you like to tell some examples as well?
I agree. As I had said earlier, Symblai.ai's Python SDK is designed to provide developers with an end-to-end solution. If they wanted to attach Symbl.ai's Python SDK to an existing stream, they have many options to do so. They could do so through PSTN, a SIP, or a WebSocket protocol. The Singleton provides them with a single shared object through which to make calls to the convenience methods on the Singleton design pattern.
Mm.
In terms of the types of experiences that developers are um, able to come up with, there are many different types of use cases for Symblai. Recently, Symblai partnered with Telnex, a leading communication platform as a service, to create a solution for dealing with a situation in which a person calls into an automated virtual assistant that doesn't hit the mark. The solution implements Symbl.ai's sentiment analysis on that speaker's messages to analyze whether or not the speaker is feeling or is disposed positively or negatively to the AVR. If the speaker is determined to have been disposed negatively to the AVR, Symbl.ai's Python SDK provides the Telnex C platform with the information that it needs to create app logic for making an automatic transfer to a live agent. Symblai, as an artificial intelligence company, is designed to provide developers with the tools that he or she might use to come up with a solution to an everyday problem. It is an everyday problem that AVRs are present challenges for call centers. There are many other challenges for which Symbl.ai provides the tools to create a solution. And as part of the developer relations team's initiative to support developers, we're part of the hackathon. But not only, we're also available in Slack. We're here today on the live stream to provide you with the support that you need to come up with your own solution to an everyday problem where artificial intelligence provides you with the edge for a solution. We're also available in Discord. Um, we want to make sure that you, as a developer, feel supported throughout your entire journey. That is from the time that you sign up to the time that you make your first API call, or to the time when you have already begun to adopt our APIs as a manner of solving a particular problem that you think requires a solution as a submission to the hackathon or even beyond. Symbl.ai also has a startup program The startup program is there to support developers throughout their entire journey. Just as Symbl.ai is an end-to-end solution, the Symbl.ai developer relations team aims to be a support network from beginning to end and beyond.
Yeah. And let me share my screen. 1 second. Yeah, so just a recap. So we did getting started with Symbl. We also walked through with the streaming API and Python SDK, and here's also a bird eye view of our Symbl.ai platform. So just a recap, since we can process any form, be it VoIP, voicemail, video, audio, SMS, chat, email, transcript, and we pass it on through our APIs, through streaming API, Async API, in the form of real time. It can be recorded or it can be batch. So here's our Symbl.ai. So that's like a brain where all the processing and analyzing things happen. And these are the capabilities like speech recognition, trackers, analytics, contextual insights. And if we further subdivide like into categorize, we have real-time tracking, personalized intents, and accessibility and CI powered search, CI enabled workflow automation, like I was talking about, uh, the Jira board, or content moderation and distribution, like I was talking about, PII redaction. Let's say we want to uh, like hide some data that's really like sensitive, and we have real time or async coaching and conversation quality and analytics. So that's the recap that we did. And apart from that, we have also done multiple community activities like happy hours, developer month, and we recently concluded integrate to disrupt hackathon. So we launched it in mid-May and we concluded it in 1st of September. So it was a huge thing for us. And we had like more than 2,000 participants participating in it. And we will have such more events and hackathons lined up in future as well. So stay updated and you can follow us on our Twitter channel at Symbl.dev, and do join our Slack community at Symbl.ai, bit.ly Symbl.ai-slack. And as Eric mentioned, we also have our GitHub repos. You can check this out. And in documentation, if you feel stuck anywhere, you can just ping your doubts on our support channel, and feel free to connect with us. So yeah, and let us know if you have any questions or not.
Looks like there's 4 comments. Well, those are links that link to the pages that Akanksha had just mentioned. Looks like there are no questions. I think that pretty much brings us to a close.
Yeah, and don't forget to tweet about your experience. You can tag us with hashtag Symblai or hashtag build with Symbl and on Symbl.dev. So thank you so much, everyone, for being a fantastic audience. Looking forward to your submissions, and we will also submit all those details in the Discord community as well.
Yeah. So, everyone, if you have any other questions regarding Symblai, you can ask Eric and Akanksha right now. It's obvious you are not asking the questions; they have explained very well. So, you can either ask them right now, or we have created a channel, Symbl.ai. You can ask them during the hackathon. They are there. So yeah, and in the comment section, we have provided there is the collab file for reference. Then the project gallery. If you are thinking to build a project but not getting any ideas, you can check this out. Now, this is the reference for the document file. You can check it out. Then you can become the part of Symblai Slack community. The link is, these are all in the latest comment, so you don't have to find it. Just now this, yeah, you can share your experience about Symblai using hashtag Symbl AI. Their Twitter handle is Symbl.dev. Then you can connect with Akanksha and Eric through LinkedIn. So it's all there in the chat box. So yeah, that's it. Um, no, you don't have any other questions. Okay, so that was all. Next up, we have front-end web development at 1 p.m. So it's 11:30 now. Now we have 30 minutes left. You can relax. You can take a coffee break. So yeah, we will meet you at 1 p.m. That's all. So bye, Eric. Bye, Kanksha.
Bye.
Have a
Thank you so
great
much
day.
for having us.
Yeah. So that was all, everyone. So we are closing this live session. Okay.